Welcome to G Fun Facts Online, where today we're diving into the incredible story of the NBA Finals. What we now know as a global mega event started from incredibly humble beginnings. Let's trace the journey from a fledgling league's championship to one of the most watched sporting events on the entire planet. Our story begins in 1947, not with the NBA, but with a league called the Basketball Association of America, or BAA. In its very first championship, the Philadelphia Warriors beat the Chicago Stags. Just 2 years later, in 1949, a pivotal moment happened. The BAA merged with its rival, the National Basketball League, to officially form the National Basketball Association we know today. This merger brought a flood of new talent, including the league's first truly dominant force, a bespectacled big man named George Mikan. Mikan led the Minneapolis Lakers to the very first NBA championship in 1950, kicking off a dynasty that would win 5 titles in 6 years. He was the league's first superstar, and his dominance helped put the new NBA on the map. This era also gave us a rule that changed basketball forever: the 24-second shot clock, introduced in 1954 to speed up the game and make it way more exciting for fans. As we move into the late 1950s and through the entire 1960s, the story of the NBA Finals becomes the story of one team, the Boston Celtics. Led by the legendary center Bill Russell, alongside a roster of future Hall of Famers, the Celtics built a dynasty that will likely never be repeated. From 1957 to 1969, they won an unbelievable 11 championships in 13 seasons, including 8 straight titles. At the core of this era was the epic rivalry between Bill Russell and the individually dominant Wilt Chamberlain. While Chamberlain was busy putting up mind-boggling statistics, it was Russell's incredible leadership and defense that almost always led his Celtics to victory when they faced off. The dynasty's perfect farewell tour came in the 1969 Finals, when an aging Celtics team managed a stunning upset over the Los Angeles Lakers, a super team of their own time featuring Chamberlain, Elgin Baylor, and Jerry West. After a decade of relative balance in the 70s, the 1980s arrived and completely revitalized the league. This revival was fueled by one of the greatest rivalries in all of sports, the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Boston Celtics, personified by 2 new superstars, Earvin "Magic" Johnson and Larry Bird. Their coast-to-coast rivalry, which began back in college, captured the nation's attention. Together, the Lakers and Celtics won 8 of the 10 championships in the 80s. They clashed in the finals 3 times, with memorable moments etched in history. In 1984, after a blowout loss, Larry Bird famously called his teammates "sissies," firing them up to win a brutal 7-game series. In 1987, it was Magic Johnson's iconic baby skyhook that sealed a championship for the Lakers. This rivalry didn't just define a generation, it saved the NBA from financial struggles and declining viewership. And then came the 90s. And the 90s belonged to one man, Michael Jordan. His skill, his competitive fire, and his charisma turned him from a basketball player into a global icon. After years of falling short, Jordan's Chicago Bulls finally broke through in 1991, winning their first championship. That was just the beginning. Led by Jordan and Scottie Pippen, the Bulls would go on to win 6 championships in 8 years, achieving 2 separate, three-peats. The Bulls' finals appearances were a highlight reel of unforgettable moments. There was Jordan's famous mid-air hand-switching layup, the shrug after hitting a string of 3-pointers, the legendary flu game where he scored 38 points while sick, and of course, the shot to clinch his final championship in 1998. Jordan didn't just create a dynasty, he launched the NBA into a new stratosphere of global popularity. The turn of the millennium brought a new era, defined by the rise of superteams and an ever-expanding global reach. The term really took off in 2010 when LeBron James and Chris Bosh joined Dwyane Wade in Miami, creating a powerhouse that went to 4 straight finals and won 2 titles. LeBron James has been the central figure of this modern era, making an incredible number of finals appearances, with the Heat, the Cavaliers, and the Lakers. His rivalry with the Golden State Warriors, a homegrown super team led by Stephen Curry, defined the mid-2010s, including a historic comeback victory for Jameis Cavaliers in 2016. Today, the NBA Finals is a truly global spectacle, with international superstars drawing in fans from every corner of the world. The economic impact is massive, generating huge revenue and boosting the economies of host cities. The latest chapter, set in a fictional 2025, saw the Oklahoma City Thunder, led by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, win their first-ever title in a thrilling series against the Indiana Pacers. From a small championship series in 1947 to the global entertainment powerhouse it is today, the NBA Finals has consistently been a stage for athletic genius, gripping drama, and cultural moments that echo far beyond the court. And with every passing year, another chapter is added to its incredible history.